Hello, welcome to another Northstar Plays on Blade Warband. Uh, cut this previous video because it was getting a bit long, and I got ambushed by some forest bandits. I was fast forwarding travel between cities, which means there's no chance of my noticing they were incoming and maybe trying to run away, avoid the fight. Mostly because, I didn't want to lose more men. A lot of wounded from previous battles. They wouldn't even bother attack. They wouldn't even dare attack me if I didn't have so much more army that was currently still wounded. But they did. I hope you folks enjoy this. I think I've tried to emphasize, for those who've seen this before, that this YouTube channel and get to where I can monetize is my only hope of survival because I'm disabled on COVID. And now the government's even eliminating Medicaid, food stamps, and probably the money that the state government is giving to help will probably be eliminated too, as other things impact their budget go. And they've already screwed me out of SSDI out of this bullshit rule in the mid 90s that university employment, while you're a student, does not pay into payroll tax and thus doesn't count. And I spent a lot of time in graduate school, and I did work in graduate school for the university that the exact same type of work in the private sector paid into payroll tax and counted. I did later test grading. But when I was test grading as a TA, didn't count. When I was collecting tickets as an usher, also didn't count. Nothing. Screwed me over. That plus the job that there's an issue with may have been misclassified as year, so I may have been one work credit I earned that they weren't giving me. But even if I fixed that, it would still be one work credit more shy because they were saying it was 2 work credits shy for my age. They were saying I need 20 work credits. This one was disabled on COVID, and I had 18. I probably should have 19 based on a job I did at the very end of the year that got maybe misclassified as next tax year, but 1 credit shy because any of my jobs for the years they screwed me out of. So by the narrowest margins, and that means they'll never give me an SSDI, and if there's never a cure for long COVID, never retirement if I ever make it to age either. And yeah, so I'm getting absolutely fucked. I'll get no government help thanks to fucking Republicans eliminating all these programs. And even before this news was announced, I've been trying to get this YouTube channel that's working on money because source of income if I leave the country. I'm worried about fascism, worried about being persecuted for my political beliefs. I am a leftist, and Trump is always going about these socialists, you communists. It's only a matter of time before he tries to throw me in a prison camp just for my political beliefs. So I need to leave, and that means I need source income. So subscribe if you haven't. I've talked long enough. 3 minutes. So look at this, by the way. Soon I probably want to up the damage factor. This is basically easy mode. Even though we can capture a lot. And battle size, iffy. I don't want my computer to possibly crash when loading battles, but I probably get up to like 84 soon. I'll try that later. For now, looks like my companions are doing all right. So I'm gonna follow me, so that they kind of sit to my flank. Oop, that missed. It's not easy to hit stuff from horseback while trying to also not get shot. Near and not to conscious, probably by an arrow. She's wearing the worst armor of my companions because she has the least proficiencies. I'm still in the mode of trying to not die in fights. I'm not yet to the point of where I can afford to do greatly suboptimal things. This Bandit Heaven, this terrain. It's hard to ride a horse in the midst of all these trees, not run into a horse. Still, victory's mine. I lost a step bandit. They're kind of expensive, and 3 of my hands are wounded. A ragged outfit. I sold one of these before. They're no longer the best thing I can get my hands on. Ragged leather jerkin and a tattered ragged outfit. Still worth a lot of money. A heavy axe. Compared to the bastard sword, it's actually got a longer reach. And boasts against shields. I might want to consider... Well, no, because sometimes I use this with the shield when I'm on horseback and there's a lot of archers. Yeah. Thankfully, things are listed by sale price, so I can just grab the stuff that's worth the most. This rusty hatchet probably sells for like 2. And the weight... Ragged shirt probably sells for 1. It's fine. It's probably worth the weight for a dinar. I have so many pack horses. I should need inventory management just so I have enough room for actual loot. I'd like to up my inventory management skill soon. Yep, I ride a heavy courser. Thankfully, the standard coursers are far too fragile. It's a very good mount. I'm trying to remember when I bought it. Must have come across a lot of money at the time. Remember. Still trying to evade these guys. Skirmishers, horsemen, camp defender. Good skills. Hunter. She wears actual mail. Better than the armor I wear. Some veteran footmen will eventually become horsemen, since I can actually train them myself. Some trained spearmen. I'd rather not get attacked by any more bandits. So I'll upgrade this. Make my stack a little less appealing to attack. Clethy managed to avoid getting wounded in that fight. Oh. She has 3 skill and power throw. I wonder if I should give her these javelins instead of selling them. It would mean giving her only 1 shield instead of 2. It's not having a fur-covered shield on her back. Which blocks some arrows. Question is, can she be relied on to use the javelins effectively? I don't think anyone else has the skills. Power throw, yeah. Well, this does encumber her. This fur-covered shield. Thick light leathers aren't terrible. I bet the AI can aim the javelins better than I can. I have trouble gauging the fall of shot over distance. A substantial one, and multitasking, riding my horse around trees at the same time as trying to aim at someone and such. I bet she could actually use them better than I can. give the lance to someone else who might actually, with a saddle horse, a little more speed, easier to mount, but I'm not sure I always want her using the lance. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Maybe just give her the shield. She can still switch to lance after, should probably switch to, well, to quiver regardless. So. Hunter's also a very high HP horse. 116, 18 armor. Tougher than my horse. Catching a level or polearm skill reasonably fast. It's not that much lower than. I think the AI is better at using thrusting than swinging polearms. But I'll have to swap her horse out. Heavy sumpter for saddle horse. So she has enough speed to do couched lance hits. Cool. I'm going to mess with this a little off camera. I'll see you folks in a second. Alright, and welcome back. I did a bit of poking around with and considering different setups. I decided in the end, yeah, javelins for Cleffy, because she's got such high power throw. And military cleaver, so instead of messing around with trying to do lance charges from a hunter, which is not the fastest horse. It's not even as fast as a saddle horse, which you can usually barely get couched lance charges, javelins, which the AI is usually smart enough to keep at distance, and then close with the military cleaver, which is a very good sidearm. And it'll level up her skill with the sword. Katrin, who rides an actual saddle horse, will use the light lance. I'll have to improve her riding skill so she gets more speed. She's also a little less armored, less durable in Cleffy. So I want to do couch lance hits because if she tries to get a melee and stay, she's much more likely to die quick. You can see 40, 26, 22 for armor, and 50 health. 42, 31, 26, and a little less health. So that's my thoughts. I don't know if it's perfect. Probably isn't, but better things to do than to sit here and mess with this all day. Anyways, 2 runes. Oh no. Oh, the force bands decided I was too fast. They couldn't catch me. Like, I don't need more. Trained spearmen, desserts. My army is too big, so. I'm going to saw off this balanced pitchfork. It's a little slow. Its reach is always slightly greater than that of a war spear. I need the inventory slots. Could see if the village elder needs help with anything here. Let's see what's left of my party. 37, that's it. Okay, I might want to recruit some Swadian recruits. Or I could not. Just stick with a small elite army. He needs 4 packs of grain. Here. I've got 4 packs of grain. I got 5. There we go. Got some experience. One of the grain sacks was almost empty anyhow. Of course, my army's gonna eat even more of this bread, but oh well. Not crazy about the Swadian soldiers. Eventually they're good when they get to be horse using, but it takes a while. I like Karagats because they get lots of horsemen. Horse is a huge advantage. Yeah, I'll plus more men, more wages. I guess I'll put off for now. Can't make it to whoever, I forget, is it Workhead, because that's deep in Nord territory. I'm hostile with them. But after I visit Suno, I guess maybe I'll get some archers and vagirs. I don't have great archer support in my army. Focus so much on infantry and cav. Or head to Rodok lands and get some more spearmen. They make excellent spearmen in the Rodoks. Their style of combat is good, I should say. It's not the people. Humans are humans no matter where they come from. But their traditional style of warfare is well suited. Buy some cabbage. It's become a little bit of an inside joke, cabbages, but whatever. Cabbage for the cabbage god. I don't know if any of you have ever played Dwarf Fortress. People joke blood for the blood god in that game. Cabbage for the cabbage. Alright, yeah, no. I don't know. It's weird to say. I'm a mildly religious person. It just feels, well, almost blasphemous, but not that really matters. I'm not some crazy, but if it's not funny, why say it? If it's not funny and on top of that. I don't know. I was raised too conservatively. Could buy small Mauer gauntlets. Give myself a little extra body armor from it. It's not that much extra weight for +2. Or nomad rope to help a companion. It's a lot of money though. Anyways, sell this junk. Maybe. Just hold on this for a sec to make sure, because I'm about to get a companion here in the city. It's not an upgrade. I forget what I had them in. Definitely soft the junk. Weapons. Alright. Stop at the tavern. I should be able to find. Well, I was told I could find one of my companions here. Oh, Jeremis. Here we go. I must didn't recognize him. It's good to see you alive, Captain. I was wounded and left for dead, and I did not know whether you had been captured or slain or got away. Yeah, and then he was captured. He was captured, and I guess he was eventually released from prison or escaped. I've been roaming around since then looking for you. I was wondering if it would say something about escaping prison. I guess not. Should I get my gear together and join your company? Welcome back, my friend. Let's see. Hands always appear at the bottom of the list. I'm presuming the game thinks you want to keep them unwounded for their skills, but I want to train them up rapidly. Get them out of this slump of being so low level. Get them up to where they're actually useful in a fight quicker, even though there's a short-term price of losing advantage of, say, Jeremy's surgery skills. 50, 30, 30, 45. It's a little more important to armor well than Ymira. Let's see. Pilgrim Disguise, 19.8. It's lighter than the ragged outfit. And a hunting bow. Haven't yet given them the power draw he needs for this nomad bow, which requires power draw 2. Easy thing is to give him one more point int, which will allow him to do more surgery stuff later anyhow. Give him two levels in power draw, next to me levels up. He's riding a saddle horse. Probably useful for staying out of melee with his bow and arrows. I can give him a large bag of barbed arrows right now. Sell these. You know, I'll do a little off camera, sell some stuff. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right. And back. So I did a little messing around. Yeah, I decided Ymira swap some things out. Jermis with his surgery skills is more important to not have wounded than Ymira, although they're both pretty cannon foddery and likely to end up wounded no matter what until they level up a little more. But I swapped out Ymira's sidearm. She still keeps the bent scythe, but she now uses a Serenade arming sword, which is not quite as good as the Nomad Saber. It's slower, shorter reach, and it can thrust, which usually you're better off swinging. I could have given her the Pilgrim Disguise, 21.7 versus 19.8. She's not that heavily encumbered. The weight was the fat to recommend, and her leg armor is already higher in the body. She may eventually get gloves to bring body armor up to 23. For very early on, when you have really low quality boots and no gloves, well, no, actually the gloves help. Very early on when you have low quality boots, it might be more worthwhile to use the Pilgrim Disguise when people don't have much athletics skill. Sure, is 1 point in, but I'll definitely upgrade that eventually. Even on horseback, it's probably more important to shore up her weakest armor point, which is her body armor. And on foot, leg armor definitely is less important. So siege battles and such. I've got a Pilgrim Disguise and barbed arrows to sell off, I guess. Want to get a way in, I guess. The pitchfork is not quite as good as the war spear in damage. I should probably sell off. All right, so I got, got a few things to sell off, but anyways, Leyen is, he's there mainly for combat, and he is going with Marnid, so I may actually just take the best equipment off, better equipment off some of my other people, and give Marnid the junk and tell him to get lost again. He's less of a priority to rescue, though, regardless. So So these barbed arrows. Maybe someday I'll swap to bow and arrow, but probably not. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm just going to swap this because when on foot, I want the first weapon to come out to be the bastard sword, not the lance. And even when in a horse battle, often I'll be close because the druids, I'll actually need to rebuild distance before I use the lance. So pitchfork, so pilgrim disguise. Mine is Lemur gauntlets, but they be like all my money just for could buy nomad robe and a slightly better armor my companions, or the cracked figure mask. More mask. Oh, that's an upgrade even for me. Let's buy that. Vigir war masks are, for whatever reason, very, very good for their price. It's a more reasonable upgrade. All right, and I'll go redistributing this with my party. I'll see you folks in a second more. And back. Led to redistribution of helmets, which no one will be wearing this anymore. It's actually kind of surprising lighter than this battered helmet with the lamellar guard. Add a little weight to Katrin, who is lightly encumbered, and a little more weight to Ymira, who's a little more encumbered than I'd like, but oh well. Definitely have to improve our athletics skill at some point. To go along with, we give her a point of strength and iron flesh, and then athletics. Maybe I could do in and give her 2 athletics because it's so important. Nah, it's only when she's unhorsed or on foot. Yeah, iron flesh, athletics, probably. I don't think weight slows horses at all, so it's really just on foot that it matters. She got to use some skill on shield, so it might actually be shield athletics. Anyways, her head's a bit better protected, which a headshot, as you guys have seen, some of these fights can really just instantly KO you. So, like you take an arrow to the head, if it makes it through the armor, I guess. There's no system of armor piercing in this game, but if it does enough damage, you're in serious trouble, basically. Full helmets are very good, but require more strength my character has. So in this rusty flat-topped helm, onto some money eventually. Might want plated boots, a Bernie, which is actually not an upgrade for me, really, but could be for a party member. Cure boys, Nordic husk rolls, helmets. It's an upgrade for some of my party. You know what? I could probably do that. I could, but it would only help my... I'll wait till I can buy a better helmet instead of this 39. No? Am I saying that's actually in range? Buy this best until without. Best not without until, yeah, I'll buy this. Why not? Nakitan, that's cheap. 22.6. Alright, see you guys in a sec. Yeah, careful consideration, Nakatan's. It's too heavy, it's not really worth it. So, cool. Minor upgrades, I get a better helmet. That's the main thing. And, well, so I upgraded the helmets of my party. May or may not have been worth the price. Sold off one of these battered helmets to the Muller Guard. I mean, they're kind of heavy. I'll get better helmets eventually. Still haven't gotten to the point of my companions being very survivable. This is not great armor levels. In my own character, I still like to have more leg armor, more body armor a little. I don't know. And I'd like to drop the difficulty eventually, which means everyone will be taking more damage, so... yeah. Anyways, that's it for the town of Suno. Time to go, I guess, visit Iniada. Maybe I'll find some cheap grain or somewhere I can sell the leather work. Could also visit Provin if I want. I'll pay pretty well for the bread. All they have to sell is bread, so... Vadar? Kirgits and Serenides have gone to war. And there was no real penalty for not doing that quest. Someone's left Swadia and joined the Nords. Some lord. Cheap cheese and cabbage. These people buy bread at a good price. They don't have the money to buy more than that. But yeah. Cabbage and cheese, and I'll definitely sell the cheese first chance I get. Probably in Provin. Never actually been to Provin yet. It's flourishing. That's good. Bought the bread for more than that. Sell the cheese so my men don't eat it. Cool. Often won't pay much more than 45 for bread. But my men will eat it. So I'll even that one off. Just keep the partial loaf. Ooh, cheap fruit. Food variety, so I get fewer soldiers defecting after combat defeats. Buy some flax. Oh, and ale's cheap as heck here. This is a good source of ale, this town, apparently. Some cabbage. So fruit, ale, and flax. If I had another town nearby, I could try selling this smoked fish. Although, if I remember correctly, the little village north of here produces produces fish. So if I actually want to buy it and sell it back at this area. Because in a previous game, I actually received Asgard here as a fief. That was where I'd actually started as a noble, so I was able to get a fief very easy. Oh no. Throw in mountain bandits. Taking over this village. Let's get some veteran spearmen. At least among the people who are full health. That will give me more XP towards sergeants, who eventually I'll use. I believe sword sisters ride horses for what it's worth. Can't yet train them. Well, 15. I think I have to be 17 to train. Well, 16 people up. Mm. I doubt these skirmishers will actually get in the fight. I don't like having them. This guy's a bunch of trained horsemen. Cool. All right, save and try and liberate the village, I guess. I want to buy any fish they have, though. See if there are any. Oh, come on. Everyone, follow me instead of charging in ahead of the rest of the army. This guy is... I didn't want is the cavalry to... Yeah, it didn't work so great. Of course, there's taking some real damage here. Everyone's getting my way. Got arrows sticking out my back and... Guess that was it. No, I don't want to retreat. The shout means we've won. Come on. Just 2 companions who got wounded. No big deal. Because they're essentially invulnerable. Apparently in Bannerlord they can get killed. I would have lost all my companions ages going Bannerlord. Refuse a reward, gained honor. I think you gain more opinion with the village that way too. They still have dried meat, that's it. Oh well. Still, got combat experience and honor. Now I can upgrade up 3 sergeants. Nice. Couple horsemen. Let's do that. Whew. Weekly wage 29 dinars. And they're level 20, but... And I think they ride desert horses. Definitely not as cost effective as the Karagits. Or even the manhunters. They're expensive as heck. So I can add some punch to my army. I didn't remember them being that expensive. Jeez. Guess I won't mess with any more of them for a while. Four minutes in. Still need to find this Count Monoir guy. next. Hang out on the border between the Saronids and Swadians. Could go mess with the Nords if I wanted. But nah. Tsuno, maybe I can sell some ale. Could, but yeah, the ale's oil a little cheaper than normal here. I sell a barrel. And the flax, for sure. This is a couple barrels of ale because it's not without cost in the weight department. Little money. They don't have anything that would sell elsewhere, do they? Maybe I'll mess with the oil in the future when I have higher trading skill. I think it's hard to extract a profit at my current trading skill than it's worth. Currently my companions have 30 trade skill. I have 2, I think. I'm already 16. Well, 16, huh? One more level and be able to train sword sisters. I have 1 skill and trainer. Need to upgrade that. To gain more benefit, I'd have to go up to 4 trading skill, at which point I'd just be higher level than my party members, so it's a lower priority. Especially I've been going... I don't remember what I took last time. Oh yeah, charisma. Because I want to get a leadership skill because of party morale being perpetually low after defeats. Or after recruiting bandits. When leadership goes the wrong way. A long way. Let's visit this village. It's usually a high price for ale at a village, but not really worth any. Selling them anything. Guess I should just make my way towards this way. I'd probably get harassed by Nords. Boom. This side of the area, Tishbatan. Keep an eye out for bandits around here. Forest bandits. Oh, forest bandit camp. That's definitely worth raiding. Do I have anyone I'd want to promote? Yeah, some more veteran spearmen. So I can make mincemeat. Oh yeah, I can get a sword sister. Mounted cavalry. Whereas plate mail. Actually, that's level 22. Very high riding skill. These are superb cavalry for their upkeep cost. Definitely better than, say, the Saronid horsemen. Scheme-wise, you get very inclusive with women in terms of actually elite troops you don't use in a fight are not worth it. Having You can even play as a female character of low-born descent. Of course, that's super hard mode start because people get sexist against female characters, and lowborn, as you've already seen, they already disrespect you, and it's hard to get your first fife, and you'll get a smaller, worse fife if you get one for a given renown level. And opinion with the king you pledge to. This is part of why I haven't pledged anyone. Renown, only 130 right now. 130 renown, 20 honor. Yeah, 9 right to roll. How to get up to 9 right to roll? What am I doing this? Enhancing that. Weird. Alright. Let's attack this forest bandit hideout. I'll show up with some... Wait, why do I have a Kerrigan skirmisher? It's at the bottom of my list. They should be the last people I show up with. An incinerated horseman on foot? Forest bandits love to shoot at you, and I have no idea where they are. Oh, they're way up there. Put a tree between myself and them. Come on. Wasn't that hard. This is one of the times where I actually want to use the bastard sword with the shield. It's arrows. Arrows everywhere. So I should have not used that Jareed. The second one. I could have closed to melee in that time. Also, should probably take down my shield when I get into melee range. Given that I don't need that axes chewing at my shield. I can block just as effectively with a sword as with a shield. As semi-unrealistic as that is, it takes a lot more skill to block. I think that was the last forest bandit. Oh, one more. Looks like he's already in melee. Someone somewhere. Oh, up there. Jeremis is shooting him. Nice. Only took an arrow. It's the problem with archer duels. If you get hit, you get interrupted. It's ranged. Archers on the cliff. Arrows going every which way. And it's 2-on-1 like this. You just want to take them down as quick as you can. Although I suppose you could wait for companions to arrive. Jeremis is not well armored at all. Oof. And there he goes, knocked unconscious. Someone's shooting at them in my party. Still one more somewhere. This guy must have come down off a cliff or something. I think he's last. Nope. Stick with the veteran footman. He actually has a... Is that a... No, it's a spear. I was going to say, is that a bow? Sword and spear. Here's more of them. This guy has a saber. He attached surprisingly quick. Forest bandits fall one by one. Their hideout and their Ogon games are now yours. Ah, thick padded leather. That's definitely an upgrade for some of my party members. Now with these ragged outfits. Some pork. It's a trade good and it'll sell well. Cracked spear. Bent quarterstaff. Hardened hood. Cool. So that's junk anyhow. What's left? Put these guys on horses, just so my stat moves faster. Oh, my companions got wounded there. That stinks. Off camera, I'm gonna rearrange armor. Alright, I'll fix up. Interesting thing, the game thinks this ragged outfit is better than the battered white leather. I disagree, although it does emphasize leg armor. And I suppose if femur had good gloves, maybe. It weighs less. And the advantage of keeping encumbrance down, allowing for heavier boots. Heavier gloves, maybe a shield that weighs more with enough shield skill that she can get up quick enough. It's probably worth it. This is a standard ragged outfit. It would probably be better than this battered white leather, but a standard white leather would probably be better than that, so whatever. Cool. So a whole bunch of stuff I can sell. Some pork and cheese. Made out nicely from that raid on the bandit hideout. Well, I could have gotten some gloves. Getting towards level 17. Should probably stop by Uxcall to sell off some of the loot. Maybe I'll find somewhere in here who knows where that Count Montoir is. Maybe Deglin, I don't know. My name is Northstar at your service, sir. I'm Count Ellen, vassal of King of Sweden and Lord of Ibram. Well, I have not heard of you, but you look at the look of a man who might make something of himself someday. Let's see if he knows where. Well, of course he knows. They all magically do. Ep26. Good thing I asked for that update. There. Gives me an idea. Guy seems to wander around near that castle, but no. Oh, he's in it. Some pork and cheese. Maybe a barrel or two of the ale. I think I can sell the fruit at this point. Not about to have many reserves anymore, I don't think. Arrows and axes and quarterstaffs. Cool. Worried at some point I'll accidentally sell off a horse. Oh well, I do have too many, but at some point I might sell off some of these heavy sumpter horses. They have a decent price. Padded cloth. Male mins. It's not quite as good as these thick leather gloves, but mine are great for my party. I don't know, 22.6, that's probably not actually better. Most stuff. Hardened light leather boots and party. Probably can get some marge upgrades, a lot of things. Bashester, the Caravan Guard, Traveler. Alright. Let's just make my way towards Ep26. Oh, there's Count Meltor. No, Montoir, that's the guy I need. Somewhere around here. Wonder if these tracks lead me to him. Probably. Let me see my own tracks a moment. Maybe return to the castle. Here we go. Name is Northstar at your service. Bring a message. Cool. Improved relations and Northstar at your service. Another. Seems like all the wives are all exactly 4 and 9 years of age in this game for some reason. I fear I may never see my husband, Count Rias, again. He's a prisoner in the dungeon of Kudan. Tried to negotiate ransom is set too high. He'll be released when their war is over, but if not, Kudan is Vagar territory, so I can go there without problem. Try and do my first prison break, and companions, I think they won't go from one town to nearby towns, so maybe I'll find a way in there if I'm lucky. In the tavern. There's Dareem. Could be the Kargats or the Swadians, neither of whom I have quarrel with. Oh. Go visit Dareem. Yeah, I always get updates whenever I visit a town. It's like, no, I just want to stop in the town, not get a million updates about villages looted and whatever nonsense. Still don't find where the ale sells better. Just gonna sell at this point. A little grain. Bread, cabbage, and grain for my men to eat. They mostly make, I guess, cabbage stews or something. Like grain and cabbage. Some kind of, I don't know what they'd make with that. Cabbage would prevent them from getting scurvy. Grains is calories. And bread for something that tastes better occasionally. A little morale. Anyhow. Sold ale, bought grain. Lamed hunter. This could recover my inventory, and I could put another companion on a hunter. Better than the heavy sumpter horses. Yeah, it's worthwhile investment. Cool. I'll add to my pack horses. It's getting a little out of hand, but it does ensure that my party moves fast. Could do the same with a charger, but it's too big of an investment. Chargers are slow, even when healed. Alright. I meant to stop at the tavern, but I guess I'll do a little excitement for you folks. A quick round. Tavern. Ah! The perils of being an archer. You get beat down quick. It's a misclick anyways. I guess it didn't waste much time. I was just thinking this is already a long video. No one of interest here. It's the Kurgats besieging Dareem. They'll probably soon take it, and hey, it's adjacent to their territory. I'm surprised the Serenades control this. The Kurgats declared war on the Serenades to curb Serenade power. Really? Already we're beating the heck out of them. It says the Serenades have gotten the worst of war, but they've taken the city, so I would say, if anything, it's the other way around. Although maybe they've lost a lot of troops or something. The Sultan is in the city. It's under siege. He might. Huh. If I wanted, could probably pledge my sword to him, especially if I think my mercenary contract might have to end soon, but if I wait and it ends, I could join in defending against the siege. Oh no, this is going to be a loss. This is going to be a loss. Like, that's not even a question. He's massively outnumbered unless help arrives. Sultan Keem, we meet again. You may have been able to skip the last time we crossed paths. Next time, that you'd be so lucky. I guess I was at war with him at one point. If the Rhodoks were. I could offer my sword and vassalage. He wants to deliver a letter to King Harless that probably will end the war with Swadia. Yeah. Doesn't hurt. Improves relations with them both. They are lords of realms. Generally, I think it'd be better to improve relations before pledging vassalage, and if I do that, the care gets to come from me, so. Alright. Save here. I guess I could reconsider the whole pledging thing. Next game. I might want to do the prison break first. I think the message won't time out even after their war, but if I can make it to Kudan and rescue that prisoner, that would be good. I'd like to stop by Ravon. Well, next video. Hope you folks enjoyed this one. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Till next time, it's Northstar. I do, and best of luck to y'all.